Even as the country is battling against combating the novel coronavirus, the national politics has finally come alive for wrong reasons. The two controversial ordinances on Monday have met with widespread criticism and ultimately, according to sources, Premier Oli is now in a mindset to withdraw the ordinance on political parties. Good morning, I am Amar Singh Pradhan and these are the headlines of the hour. Differences mount within ruling Nepal Communist Party regarding the ordinance and political parties. Prime Minister Oli appears positive on withdrawing the ordinance after widespread criticism. National politics witness a dramatic turn of events following the government's ordinance. Leaders resort to overnight party split and unification. Screening for coronavirus declined despite frequent increase in infected cases. Tests in high-risk region halted due to the lack of essential medical kits. And the U.S. Senate passes a new COVID-19 relief package totaling $484 billion, the fourth aid bill to clear Congress in response to the pandemic. Majority of the members in the Secretariat Committee of the ruling Nepal Communist Party, including Executive Chairman Pushpakamal Dahal, have emphasized that the government must withdraw the controversial ordinance issued on Monday. The meeting of the 6 out of 9 committee members held at the residence of party's Vice Chairman Bamdev Gautam yesterday evening concluded that the government's decision is immature and has defamed the party image. The meeting has reaffirmed that it would further ruin the party. The meeting was attended by Executive Chairman Dahal, Vice Chairman Bamdev Gautam, Senior Leaders Jalnath Khanal and Madhav Kumar Nepal, Spokesperson Narankaji Shrestha and General Secretary Vishnu Paudel. However, Deputy Prime Minister Ishwar Pokhrel and Home Minister Ram Bahadur Thapa had skipped the meeting. Likewise, Prime Minister Oli also called on President Bidya Devi Bhandari yesterday evening to discuss the ongoing political development. Sources claim that Prime Minister Oli has now developed a mindset to withdraw the ordinance on political parties after the faction affiliated with Executive Chairman Pushpakamal Dahal, along with Senior Leader Madhav Kumar Nepal, among others, had warned of a possible political crisis in the country. As per the ordinance on political party issued by the government this Monday, any party can split with 40% in either the Central Committee or Parliamentary Party. Meanwhile, the leaders of the Nepal Communist Party themselves have been protesting the ordinance, citing it could invite political instability. 20 Central Committee members of the ruling party even collected signatures demanding the cancellation of the ordinance and presented it to the chairman duo. The leaders have also expressed their grievances against the ongoing trend of making decisions with long-term consequences without holding inter-party discussions. Likewise, leaders including Madhav Kumar Nepal, Vishnu Paudel, Narankaji Shrestha and Bamdev Gautam have held a separate meeting at Gautam's residence in Bhaisapati regarding the development. Meanwhile, Samajwadi and Rashtriya Janata Party forged an agreement for unification late on Wednesday night. The unexpected development has been a setback to Prime Minister Oli's ambition of consolidating his power within the party and the government by weakening the opponents. Oli further faced criticism from the public at large for introducing an inconsequential agenda at this time of current coronavirus crisis. A dramatic turn of events have been witnessed in the national politics soon after the government issued a new ordinance on political parties. There have been attempts for party division along with unification and registration of a new party since the ordinance came into effect. Irrespective of the nationwide lockdown, a crowd of political leaders and cadres suddenly flocked the premises of the Election Commission yesterday afternoon. The ordinance issued by the government was anticipated to trigger a split within Rashtriya Janata Party and Rashtriya Samajwadi Party. However, on the contrary, leaders of both the parties reached the Election Commission with application for unification. Both the parties had forged agreement for merger on Wednesday, amid speculations that 7 out of the 17 lawmakers of Samajwadi Party opted for party split. The leaders' attempt to register a new unified party has thwarted the possibility of the party split for the time being. Meanwhile, according to the Election Commission, the crucial processes for party unification, such as sorting out the respective party statutes and decisions of the Central Committee members, have yet to be carried out. Meanwhile, one of the leaders, Pradeep Yadav, who was alleged to have attempted a split of the Rashtriya Samajwadi Party, said that his faction was only trying to pressure the leadership for reform rather than actually trying to split the party. Talking to Kantipur television, lawmaker Yadav termed the news of his faction attempting to join the government by splitting with the leadership as a mere rumor. He also said that the efforts to forge unification between Samajwadi Party and Rashtriya Janata Party are a positive gesture. Lawmaker Yadav expressed his discontent, citing that the party leadership had been exhibiting indifference towards the genuine concerns and suggestions of his and other lawmakers of the party. He said that the recent turn of events was just an attempt to alert the party leadership to rectify its activities. Additional 3 individuals have been detected with the novel coronavirus in the country yesterday, taking the total cases in the country to 48. A 55-year-old woman from Udaipur district, a 14-year-old boy from Janakpur and a 26-year-old man from Bhojpur tested positive for COVID-19 in the PCR test held at Teku's public health laboratory. The number of infected cases in Udaipur has reached 28, while the novel coronavirus has now spread to the country's 11 districts. Altogether, 9 more people have been kept within the government's red zone for the virus infection in the past 24 hours. Altogether, 278 individuals have been kept in the red zone across the country as of yet now. Meanwhile, 58-year-old man and his 81-year-old mother, who were both tested positive and living at the capital's Sun City apartment, have recovered from the disease and returned home yesterday. Likewise, a woman in Kailali also returned home after recovering from the virus yesterday itself. This has taken the number of recovered cases in the country to 10 as of now. Meanwhile, the need to expedite coronavirus tests across the country has further increased with the increasing number of daily infection cases. However, the screening for COVID-19 has stopped even in the regions that have witnessed a surge in coronavirus cases in the pretext of the lack of essential medical equipment. The need of expediting the virus screening in Udaipur has amplified as the district has witnessed a frequent coronavirus transmission in recent days. Although the Nepal Army identified additional 1,100 people in Udaipur for contact tracing, their screening has failed to move ahead due to the lack of essential medical equipment, including the reagents required for the novel coronavirus testings. The virus screening in the far western region also has been affected due to the scarcity of vessels required to store the samples and PCR machines, among others. On the contrary, the Ministry of Health insists that the failure to expedite the test cannot be attributed to the lack of required medical kits. The ministry has cited that 10,000 reagents required for PCR have been made available to the concerned hospitals in the far western region. The Nepal Army had moved forward the process to purchase essential medical kits worth 2.25 billion rupees on 19th of April. The kits, however, would at least take another 10 more days to arrive. This merely indicates that the government and its stakeholder authorities have been exhibiting negligence in containing the possible coronavirus crisis in the country. And it's now time for our segment Public Pulse, where it texts us with their opinion.
Public Pulse.
And the question is, what's your take on the continuous scarcity of medical equipment required to prevent the pandemic? Your options are option A, managerial weakness, option B, lack of seriousness, and option C, situation out of control. The voting for the question is on. Tap any WS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And those were our latest headlines. Stay with us for more news and entertainment on KTVS Day. Good day and stay safe.